Mm. So today I met with my therapist, told them about my potential diagnosis. They also think either it's borderline personality disorder or um, bipolar depression, which either way, both of them don't sound like fun at all. But um, maybe once my therapist and psychiatrist come to some sort of agreement, I mean, I'm willing to take my psychiatrist perspective, but then again, I've met with my therapist more often, so I'm probably going to take my therapist's advice. Um, he recommends um, a new drug that deals with this specifically. I might I'm just gonna wait until I meet with my psychiatrist to um, to see if it's even worth it, or to see if it's gonna have an effect with the meds I'm already taking. But um, yeah, this mental health illness sucks. Um, it comes in cycles. The cycle is, not consistent. Usually you'll feel good for a couple days, a few days, and then you'll feel like shit for a week or two. Unless, of course, you distract yourself. When you're having those down moods, then you can actually um, potentially uplift, your mood. So instead of being in a completely depressive part of the cycle for 2 weeks, you might only be in it for like 1 week or maybe even just a few days. But the cycles are not consistent. It's not one day feeling good and then feeling bad the next day and then continuing on. The cycle's irregular. Or, I guess, so to say, aperiodic. It's not, um, it doesn't have like a set period or anything where, your mood's gonna improve or be at an all-time low. I am debating if I want to just take a break for a little bit from making videos. Um, it's not like it's exhausting to make videos. I just think that posting sometimes just doesn't really help me as much. Whereas, I can just focus on trying to get through the day and do something that makes me happy. Um, excuse me. So I might take a small break. Still debating it. Maybe during that time I can work on some more scripts. Like I said, hang on. See if I can at least show some proof that I am writing. So this book has the scripts in it. There's up to, there's some little bit here. So far I have, maybe 10 or so pages worth of scripts written. I might add more to it tonight, another page or two. I'm just adding to it little by little. The Calculus 1 script will definitely take a little while, but Calculus 2 and 3, that will take a while. That'll take a good chunk of time, because that is more advanced. I want to say it's like the hardest course you can take. I mean, the hardest math course I've ever taken was probably, I would say maybe theory of complex functions and variables, only because some of the proofs weren't really clicking with me the way they were explained. So I wouldn't really say I've had a hard math course. The hardest physics course I've ever taken was thermodynamics and statistical mechanics. They're both combined, or they just call it stat mech. That course was a nightmare. In hindsight now, it's not, looking back, it's not as bad, but still, I did poorly in that course. So tonight I'm gonna probably hit up the dance hall a little bit. I might not dance, I might just people watch, but I just want to get out and go towards an environment that's better for me. So it's just going to be a nightmare driving to it because there's a bridge that you have to drive over, and whoever designed this bridge needs to burn in hell. So you have a couple options to cross this bridge. You can cross this bridge coming from a feeder road, and you can either turn around on the bridge, or you can keep left, and there's a light that's hardly visible, you don't really see it, or a stop sign, where you basically go left and you can go across the bridge. The first time I drove across the bridge, I did not even see any of this, and I almost hit a car because I didn't even know where the fuck you're supposed to go. It's a confusing path because the bridge is split up into 4 different outlets. As in, it's not a simple, 4-way split. It is, you have 2 paths going one direction, and you have like 3 paths going the other direction. So actually, sorry, 5 total splits, which is nuts. And the lanes aren't really straightforward, so they should have just left the bridge alone. They really should have, but they didn't. So I'm gonna try to drive over that mess tonight. As for things to look forward to, I mean, I might try and go to Renfest, or the Renaissance Festival, in October. So I need to start driving on the highway pretty quickly if I want to get acclimated to driving all the way down to Tomball. Going from Austin to Tomball, that's like a 2-ish hour drive, 2.5 hours. So I'm going to need to be prepared. But still have a ways to go at driving. I mean, I'm still not a great driver, but I haven't hit anyone yet, so there's that. But anyway, that's it for this video. It's gonna be short. If I do decide to take a break, I'll make a brief video just stating that. I'm still debating it, but I think for now I just might make 1 video a day. Granted, I have not forgotten about writing the math or physics scripts. I'm probably going to combine some of them, like the calculus script with some of the physics script, because I feel like it's necessary to see the application of calculus, and the only way I know is through physics. So I might try and take some time tonight to write that out a bit. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good one, and I will talk to you all later. Bye for now.